Welcome to your next tutorial, guys. What we're going to solve in today's tutorial is this bouncing problem. We're going to get some more game physics in there instead of real life physics like we kind of have now, even though we don't have any energy loss. And what I mean by that is right now our ball is starting at the top of our screen. It doesn't matter if we're bouncing at this platform. It's going to reach that climax again, even if we bounce off the ground or even if we bounce off this higher platform. What we actually want to do is have some kind of initial dy after each time it bounces. So it's going to be always the same dy shooting up, so we only get a bounce of about this high for each platform. So if we bounce on this platform, we'd only reach a peak of about here, and if we bounce off the ground, we'd reach a peak about here. So that's what we're going to do in today's tutorial. Let's jump over to our ball class. Again, we have our dy set at 0 to start out with. What we're going to do is we're going to set up a new private double to be our game dy. We're going to set this equal to be 0, or actually we're going to set this equal to be, I don't know, we'll experiment, but we'll say like 25 to start out with. So now what we're going to do is we're going to set up another get and set method for our ball here, and we're just going to say, oops, so we're going to say control space get game dy. It's going to return our game dy and also our set game dy. So there we go. We have two new get and sets for our ball class, and again our dy value is 25. We actually want to have this be a negative 25 because again that's negative will shoot our ball towards the top of our applet. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into our platform class, and instead of just returning the negative value of what our dy should be according to real life physics, we're just going to have our dy equal to our ball dot get game dy. So it's always going to be like a negative 25. So let's just save that, and it should work for our platforms, but we might need to make some adjustments for our the bottom of our applet. So let's test this out. As of right now, whoops. So as you can see, we only have like a 25 dy there, which is a terrible height. Bad guess for me, but let's go back to our ball class and change that to like a negative 200. See how that works out. Run it again. Again, I changed that within the ball class if you guys didn't catch that. So let's test this out. Whoops, a little bit too high there. Alright, so let's change that to like a negative 75 maybe. I don't know. That's the fun of programming. It doesn't really matter, right? So now we got this bounce of about that high. So once we go from platform to platform, it'll still only bounce about that high. And again, once we go to the ground, it's going to bounce wherever the climax of our ball's height was. So that's kind of how the physics works out. So we might want to change our collision with the ground, even though eventually we're going to get rid of the ground and that's how the player dies. Just for the sake of this example, we're going to jump into our ball class and go down to our update method. And we're going to go down to one of these methods where we're checking if it's greater than the height of our applet, so it's at the bottom of our applet. Instead of returning just a negative dy value, we're going to return the game dy. So I believe that should solve our problems. I know it was a quick tutorial. I mean, we really didn't do too much, but hopefully our game will be a little bit better now. So as you can see, we have about a height of this. That's about as much as our ball bounces, and then as you can see we get something like that. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial, guys. Like I said, it's pretty simple, but hopefully you guys are starting to understand the way that games work and the physics works within games and stuff like that. I guess I'll just catch you guys in the next one. Have a good day.